Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Bringing it out, it's Matthews. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So Tennessee's offense will begin backed up off that poor return. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Dropping back, it's Ayamaleva. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they... It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Iowa State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And the ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down here for this offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Selden. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the...
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring out the third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. And it's blocked. Under the heavy rush, this is not an ideal punt.
Well, you can see him fly off that right end towards the punter. He laid out and got a clean block.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Volunteers. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Bill.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Here's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Black. And he'll be brought down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. And the Cyclones come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Fires it. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds, takes the returner out of play. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Grab behind the line, it's Brazel. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Volunteers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to pass this time. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. See if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Here we go. Check. Turn.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Brazel. The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to extend the play. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
The Cyclones looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Looking right. This one caught. And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Bounced right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense had... Adjustments to stop him this time. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. So it's incomplete pass caught. Second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And tackled after a small pickup there. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
He's running out of time here. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quick throw to his receiver, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Grab made by the tight end. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down. And he knocks it right through the uprights. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
You know, the outcut is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you could close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
And he's brought down there. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw.
Going for a big play downfield. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires it. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Running back grabs it on the screen. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. And the Cyclones will bring their punt team on the field now. This will be fair caught at the 30. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Iamaleva. QB to the tight end for a completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the 1st down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Tennessee. Strong game by this quarterback. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He lets it go on the move. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Checks this down to the running back.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
The Cyclones will line up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick completion to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The completion makes it second and short. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback.
Down he goes, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. And this pass is caught. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Volunteers will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football. They keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and the quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Kirk gets Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw, looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move.
First down.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris is every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Goal line formation for the defense. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Ah, the hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And then they convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Tennessee 31, Iowa State 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Vols bring their punt team onto the field.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
That completion makes it second and medium. Catch made on the left side. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
When the tackle is made, the screen pass there produces a solid gain.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason.
And he's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock. Here we go, here we go.
And the runner takes off to his right. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Vols will have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important 2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's 3rd down for the offense. They'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Now the defense has got it going the other way. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.